Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome for your June Zodiac wheel reading. Just ask and invite angels, guides, Great Spirit to join us in this reading in divine light, love and peace. To share messages for Libra, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. What messages do you have for Libra for June 2020? Okay, Queen of Pentacles. I'm liking the Queen of Pentacles showing up there for you, Libra. That is a sign for you that you are going to have the security that you are working towards, and it's going to really help your well-being and health as well. Now, King of Cups, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, masculine energy there. Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, passion and action, and that's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo people that could be influencing you, or you're spending time communicating with them. Seven of Pentacles is letting you know not to rush, take it slow, check everything through, especially to do with the home area. Queen of Wands is about fire sign feminine energy, the female in your life. It could be a dear friend, it could be also for those men, it could be a lover, matters of the heart, and again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are showing up strong. You've got a few fire sign and the earth sign energy too, so I'm feeling that you're a little bit more grounded here through June. Two of Cups, oh that's lovely there, especially in that area of your well-being and day-to-day activities. So it's the twin flame card, it's the union coming together, or it could be something to do with someone at your workplace as well. And the Queen of Cups. So there is that feeling of being a bit loved up here this month, Libra. Could be all that Gemini energy really giving you, you know, creative, romantic ideals as well, because there's a lot of Gemini energy here that is sending a really positive and nice, easy flowing aspect for Librans, giving them a bit of a boost, which I'm sure you all really needed. Now, Ace of Swords here in joint resources, that's very nice. There's something being clarified and cutting through red tape. The World here in the area of higher education and travel. Here at the zenith of the wheel, you still have got some headaches to get through. So you've still got some things to deal with your professional life and the social stage and your place in the world at large. I feel that you really would rather, head back home and wait for your harvest to come. You don't want to have to deal with the world. By the look of that, you're happy. You're very happy in your own little private life, having to go out there and sort all that stuff out. Now here is the Five of Cups there with your hopes and wishes, and I'm feeling that you do feel that like you've sort of lost a bit of momentum. But you've got to turn to see the cups are still there. And as I said before, there's a need for patience here. So being a bit more patient with yourself as well as family members. And you have got the Star of Hope. So what you are hoping for, you will be able to achieve it. Okay? So it's a very balanced, really, which Libra really likes a bit of balance in their life. They function better when they're feeling their inner world and outer world are more balanced. It's mainly the outer world here that you've really got to sort of get a handle on. But I do feel that you will. Okay? So you're looking after your well-being and your physical motivation and your health. And you're able to provide what you need to be able to care for that side of yourself, and others are seeing you as being able to look after yourself well. Okay? Now, the King of Cups, that water sign energy, that water sign man being significant here through June for you too. This is his input and his ability to really connect with his feelings and express them is going to really help you to feel good about yourself and feel a bit more secure that you've got that financial security. And you're also contributing and being resourceful. Now here in the area of the communication area, short distance travel in your local community, siblings as well, there's a Knight of Wands. So there could be a surprise visit, or you'll be hearing from siblings, I feel, or a sibling in particular. This is a fire sign, being a wand card, so Aries, Leo or Sag, or someone that you feel is like a sister or a bro or that kind of thing. So and they're charging on in. So there's some good passionate communication going on there. So if you're really wanting to have a good long chat with someone, they'll be passionately involved in that conversation with you. Now the lunar eclipse is also here in Sagittarius on between the 5th or the 6th of June, depending on where you are. In Australia it's the 6th of June. And that lunar eclipse in Sagittarius is giving us that leap forward. Could feel like a leap into the unknown, but it's certainly helping you to evolve. And there is also some inspiration being shone on this area too. So you could find that you're able to inspire someone to really get moving and get motivated if they've been sort of feeling a bit stuck. You're a key key person in being able to help them be inspired. And it can work vice versa as well, because there is a strong duality energy around us, and polarity energy, and there's always two things going on. I've observed with when a lot of planets or a lot of energy is in the Gemini area. There's one side, and then there's another side as well. And there is a lot of influence in the Gemini area, which for you will be the polar opposite to this Sag area here, because you've got Sagittarius ruling that third house for you, Librans. So the polar opposite is the 9th house, where the Gemini energy is, which is looking nice because you've got the world sitting up there. So this area of where the lunar eclipse is, shining a light and illuminating the good opinion of others as well, and you developing your higher mind and letting go of the past, and helping you to not see things with your blinkers on, to open up your broader perspectives. Okay? So speak from your higher mind. Share your thoughts on the meaning of life. Ponder those sort of things. And you may find that you can help teach others how to rise above it, basically. Now here, with the 7 of Pentacles in the area of home and family, this is the basis. This is where you get your nurturing from, and you've got to be patient with the events that are going on. You will reap the harvest, but if you if you getting too impatient about it, it'll sort of feel like you're not achieving what you're trying to achieve, and it will give you the anxiety and headaches. Okay, so in this area of your 4th house, this is where Jupiter is transiting and Pluto is transiting. So Jupiter and Pluto are both in retrograde, and the Jupiter transit in itself is about new beginnings, okay, and learning about your own spiritual evolution and your philosophies and beliefs. In retrograde, and it's also known as the lucky planet, and I do feel that it does bring a lot of beneficial things with it, the Jupiter transit, and it's in your home and family. Now in the retrograde motion, where it will be retrograde until September the 13th, and it starts to move forward again, there may have been some tension in the home front, or you may have needed to expand and remodel, okay, and deal with some larger issues, because it does expand things. But that can be sorted through in this retrograde. Go through your paperwork methodically, alright, and methodically and diligently, so that you avoid any messy predicaments. And it also may be something coming back from the past that you have to sort out through this retrograde. Alright? But it is that sense of instinctive justice that is carried with that Jupiter frequency and this Jupiter signal. Because it is sending us a signal. We are picking up on that, which with retrograde, we will be coming out of the retrograde, reaching new levels of understanding. You may even meet new teachers and new groups of people, start new activities, have more like-minded people around coming out of the retrograde period. Okay, now with Pluto and Jupiter conjuncted retrograde, that is also a message for you to come from that productive side of yourself, not the destructive. You don't want to tear things down and have to, you know, rebuild brand new kind of thing. So just weigh that up within yourself. Are you coming from the destructive or the productive side of things? Are you being productive? And then here with your loyalty in your 5th house of entertainment, matters of the heart, the love that is given, you have this friendship being shown here, or a woman in your life who is a very loyal person. Okay, so that's a really good sign. You can turn to her. And you've got in that 5th house, that is where Saturn is retrograde until the 29th of September. Now, that is wanting you to make rearrangements, even withdraw. So withdrawing a bit from that party side of life. All right? So the Saturn energy is about being purposeful and hard working. So when it's transiting through the 5th house, it sort of takes away a bit of the fun. But it also, once it goes direct, with doing that hard work and going forward with purpose, even though change can be slow, so sorry if you're wanting things to happen immediately, this is a sort of dragging your tail Saturn energy that's holding up a bit of the fun. But once you're through it and it's going direct, then you receive the recognition and the promotion, or other people noticing your efforts. Okay? And here in the area of work and well-being and health, hygiene, your day-to-day routine, your fitness regime, you've got the lovely 2 of Cups. And so that is letting you know that you are forming important relationships with people that have common interests to you, and that could be co-workers involved in that, or in your workplace. Okay? And there's growing and developing even more than what you were before. And you've also got the Mars in Pisces in this area as well. So trust your intuition. There could be challenges in the workplace, or with your health, or with co-workers. So you've got co-workers that are on your team, so to speak, and then there may be other people that are a bit of a challenge. And if you're looking for a relationship, this is showing that there's relationship energies coming your way, Libra. But take care not to fall for the wrong type of person under this influence with Mars in Pisces, which will be moving from Pisces into Aries after the 28th of June, so it might be better to wait till after. But your sex drive is going to be high, so that could sort of make you a little bit obsessed as well in regard to relationship, and the Mars in Pisces energy wants you to avoid drugs and go easy on the alcohol, because the Neptune energy is there as well in this area, and that is Neptune going retrograde on the 23rd of June. So it is dissolving your previous attitudes and perceptions, and what you perceived as your fantasy world and being sort of really shown the reality of things. And you know, it's got that elusive energy connected to it. So there could be that feeling of being able to achieve what you're setting out to achieve in your day-to-day life, work or health regime is eluding you, but you're going to get there. Don't let it confuse the issue. And here with partnerships, you've got a lot of love to give and share in a intimate relationship. And in a business sense, with business partnerships, they're under positive light as well. So I do feel with this area being influenced by Uranus in the 7th house for Librans, it is sort of searching for that perfect relationship, because you're wanting to have freedom and you're wanting to be able to feel that contentment. So, and the Uranus energy is very like having that light bulb moment as well. So there's something there within a partnership, that a business partnership, maybe brainstorming, coming up with some brilliant idea. Now here you've got the clarity with the Ace of Swords, so there is a new beginning, and it's with the joint finances, other people's resources. So if you're going for a bank loan or got to do something to do with any legal documents, things like that, this is saying there is clarity, and make sure that you get the clarity as well. You don't just, don't just sign on the dotted line. Make sure you go through everything meticulously. Try and do it before the 18th of June when Mercury goes retrograde, or after the 12th of July. So if you've got to deal with governments or any kind of legal situation, the timing will be best before the 28th of June, before the 18th of June, sorry, and after the 12th of July. Okay? So that leads us to the world being shown here, and this is a position of the future, what's unfolding in the future, and you've got the World card there, and this is about your higher learning, your higher self, listening to your higher self. It's about foreign cultures, long distance travel, academic pursuits, all involved in this area of the 9th house. So you have the world there, and the world is showing that there is completions, and you will get through all your dealings that you've got to do. Okay, so anything you've got to get sorted and get on top of, the world is saying yes, you will. Okay, now you've also got Venus retrograde up here in this area of your 9th house, and Venus will be going direct on the 25th of June, and when Venus is in retrograde motion, it is influencing how you relate to your belief systems, how other cultures affect your belief systems. You could struggle with it. Okay, so there could be things that you just sort of like, what's going on? Which is not unlikely in 2020, that we sort of do have a bit of a time where we're really trying to understand what we thought was our reality and what it really is our reality, and coming to terms with that too. So that's a bit of the Venus retrograde energy as well. But the Venus in Gemini energy is a flirtatious one and a curious one, and enjoys intellectual relationships and exchanging of ideas. So there also could be communication from afar. And there's also signs there with that Venus in Gemini in your 9th house area of ideas about making money, new ways of making money. All right. And when Venus goes direct, which is after the 25th of June, then you will be able to review what in your life you have discovered through this retrograde period. Okay? And ultimately it's about love, beauty, money, resources, the feminine. So, and making necessary changes if need be. And then you have the North Node in Gemini as well. And that Gemini energy is also affecting our drive to help our community and really be a part of our local community or local region. And by buying their produce and getting behind the little man and giving him a hands up. That energy is very strong with this Gemini, because Gemini does rule the 3rd house, and Gemini is about that neighbourhood, local kind of vibration. Okay? Now, 10th house, you've got the 9 of Swords. So, feeling a little bit overwhelmed in career or professional life and wanting to sort of run away from that. So, you need to talk to somebody or find someone that you can confide in, and it will make some of those concerns more bearable for you. Okay? Get it off your chest is what I'm being shown here. Now, the solar eclipse is there in that 10th house area too, in Cancer. Solar eclipse is in Cancer on the 21st of June. So that will also be shining a light on your career area and the need for you to feel secure in your profession. And there's strong emotions possibly coming to the surface there about your public status. And there's also showing with that solar eclipse there that you may be having some difficulty emotionally with trying to change your job. Like you might not want to be doing the job or the work that you're doing, and you want to change it. And it may not be shifting as quickly as what you'd like. Now, also in Cancer is Mercury. Mercury is in Cancer, and Mercury goes retrograde on the 18th of June to the 12th of July. So in that time, you will want to retreat. Okay? And if you can get things in order and make sure you've got all your I's dotted and your T's crossed in your professional life before the 18th of June or after the 12th of July. Okay? And I just see here with this Mercury retrograde that it is a case of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But you're still moving forward. And something is really getting your awareness now. Something important is taking some of your focus. So redo, reorganize, review. Alright? Now, with the Five of Cups here in your house of friendships and hopes and wishes and manifestation area, it's showing you that even though you feel that what you've been trying to create and work towards is all, you know, just spilled out. The message I'm getting here for that situation is saying to me that what you want is still going to happen. It's just that there was things that weren't right, or you were going in a direction that actually wasn't going to end up taking you to your ultimate goal or your dream, you know what I mean? So it had to sort of be changed a bit, and so that it does take you to the place that is the best for your highest good in your life walk. So all is not lost. It's just a bit of an adjustment being made. You're still going to find that there's cups are still full, and the ultimate destination, once you achieve your goals, will end up being better than what you thought. Okay. And you will get what you hope for, because you've got the star of hope there. So you are going to be achieving what you set out to achieve. So I just ask for divine direction with this career and professional area of your life. What message there is for what divine direction is there. And it's a message of moving and getting up and getting active. Try gentle exercise such as yoga, tai chi or Pilates, and there is a move. So I do feel that if you are trying to change jobs or change within your company to a different job, there is a move in that direction. Okay, now I'll just also ask for your angel message. What message do you have for Libra, please, for the month of June 2020? And you have the Angel of Power. And it's also like a bit of a career woman, someone that can get things achieved. So a bit of superwoman there, but you know, just go easy on yourself when you're trying to be putting everything you've got into something. Being a super mum or a super dad. The Angel of Power is there with you, so stay within your power. And that is keeping control of your focus and your thoughts, and not letting too much deter you from your goal, of what you're seeking to achieve this month, or what you are seeking to achieve from this month moving forward. So the confirmation card for Libra for June. What message does our animal medicine have for us? Owl. Owl medicine is saying, be mature, like a wise old owl that has seen it all. Show mature judgment, draw on your past experiences to work things out, ensuring you do not repeat old mistakes. Try logical Sherlock Holmes problem solving. Seize appropriate opportunities to improve your knowledge and skills. Thank you, Libra, so much for joining me. I look forward to reading for you again, so do check in for any updates, and if you subscribe you won't miss out on any future updates. So until next time, Libra, sending you peace and many blessings. Stay safe, stay well, peace be with you. Namaste.